Thank you for tuning into The Boardroom, where we highlight important updates, discussions, and decisions from each monthly Atlanta Public Schools board meeting. I am Sharice Darby, and this is an inside view of the boardroom from the December 2nd meeting. Associate Superintendent Steve Smith presented the Repurposing Committee update before the board. The purpose of the School Closure Repurposing Committee is to identify educational and/or operational usage opportunities for the 7 school buildings that the board voted to close in April of 2012. The primary objective of the committee is to provide the superintendent a school facility repurposing recommendation plan for each school facility.
The district realizes the uniqueness of each community, so rather than use a one-size-fits-all approach to repurposing, what we did is we developed focus groups in each community. And each of those communities, they're comprised of community stakeholders, and those stakeholders include school PTA, Atlanta Board of Ed. We also have members from the neighborhood planning units, or NPUs, Atlanta City Council, and other key stakeholders and key community leaders. All have been very invaluable to our repurposing efforts. You'll also see, when we get to our next slide, you'll see that, let's take a look at, if we would, how the communities have evaluated the facilities. The committee has used really a two-phased approach to this process. Phase one, our priority, really we call it phase one priority. We have 7 schools that were approved for closure during 2012. Our goal was to ensure that these facilities were repurposed while they remained in good condition. Phase 2 priority would be properties that remain vacant from previous closures.
Chief Financial Officer Chuck Burbridge presented the financial forecast before the board at the December 2nd meeting. According to Burbridge, there have been no changes to the revenue or expenditure forecast for December. The district is still monitoring revenues, but revenues are coming in as expected.
As the superintendent indicated, the fiscal update is brief. I know you're probably thinking that because it's Cyber Monday that everything should be very excited and stressful today, but in fact, when it comes to finances, I think a very calm approach to the revenue forecast and expenditure forecasts have served us well, and that we monitor spending and revenues even on a daily basis. We get reports out of the Treasury for our cash positions, and I'm very delighted to say that we are not changing our forecasts. It's in somewhat, I feel like a pilot of a plane where you get a lot of information coming in, winds blow many directions, but it's just a calm hand on the wheel, keeps us pointed in the right direction, and it'll bring this fiscal year in for a safe landing. And so right now we have no changes to the revenue forecast nor to the expenditure forecast.
Policy JGF has been revised to reflect new legal requirements that will go into effect in January of 2014. Following the 2013 session of the General Assembly, the Return to Play Act became law and requires that local boards of education adopt a policy regarding concussion management for youth athletes. Policy JGF Student Safety has been revised to meet the requirements of this new law, and the Atlanta Public Schools Athletics Department has already incorporated best practices in concussion management and return to play procedures for injured athletes into its manuals, training for coaches, and programs for students. The board accepted the final approval of Policy JGF. On May 6, 2013, the Atlanta Board of Education passed a resolution encouraging the exploration of a public-private collaborative K-8 pilot program at Centennial Place Elementary School. Over the past few months, Atlanta Public Schools, Office of Innovation staff, and our external partner, Integral New Schools Atlanta, have worked closely together with Centennial Place staff, parents, community members, and other stakeholders to develop a K-8 plan for Centennial Place. The goal of this plan is to give the school greater flexibility, higher levels of accountability, and deeper relationships with external partners, targeting and supporting the school's STEM focus. The school will open with 585 students in grades K through 6 and add 1 grade each year until reaching full capacity in year 3 with 775 students in grades K through 8. The current Centennial Place building will be expanded to serve these additional students. A conversion charter school model was chosen for this pilot, as this model gives the school broad flexibility and sets aggressive performance targets within a site-based management model. Centennial Place will be governed by a local board constituted of members representing Atlanta Public Schools and the Integral Group and other key strategic community and business partners. Several community meetings have been held to gather community input on this project. As required by law, Centennial Place parents and school staff participated in a secret ballot with 2 weeks' notice, and the majority support the conversion plan. The school has proposed several innovative measures, including the creation of enhanced career pathways for teachers, numerous hands-on learning experience for students, and the creation of data days embedded in the school calendar, allowing decision-making to occur immediately following data collection periods. The superintendent recommended that the Atlanta Board of Education approve the conversion charter petition for Centennial Place Elementary School. At the December 2nd meeting, the Atlanta Board of Education voted 6-3 to convert Centennial Place Elementary School to a charter school, enabling it to encompass the middle school grades. Centennial Place will become the city's first traditional school to convert to a charter school beginning next school year. The Atlanta Public Schools Procurement Services Department solicited vendors to provide a next-generation firewall for the district. 6 proposals were received and evaluated. The board voted to authorize the superintendent to enter into and execute a contract with Blue Door Networks, LLC, to provide a next-generation firewall. This contract shall be for 1 year with 4 one-year available options to be exercised at the discretion of the superintendent. This contract is conditional upon the firm's ability to comply with the requirements set forth in the solicitation document. The estimated annual cost of this contract is year 1, $224,060. Year 2, $78,462. Year 3, $78,462. Year 4, $78,462. And in year 5, also $78,462. Funds are available in the district's general fund account. The University System of Georgia has established a contract with Epic Response, LLC, to provide facility disaster restoration and recovery services. That contract includes environmental remediation services. Facility Services would like to utilize the contract that the University System of Georgia has with Epic Response, LLC, to provide environmental remediation services. The board voted to authorize the superintendent to purchase disaster restoration and recovery services from the University System of Georgia with Epic Response, LLC. This contract shall be for 1 year. The estimated annual cost of this contract is $264,000. Funds are available in the district's capital fund account. A highlight of the December board meeting was the recognition of the board members who have completed their tenure with the district effective January 2014. Superintendent Errol Davis acknowledged the 6 who will not be returning to serve in January and extended his appreciation for their advocacy, passion, and leadership. Their combined service on the board has totaled more than 50 years. Their presence and contributions will certainly be missed. Thank you to Ms. LaShondra Butler-Burks, Ms. Sechely Harsh-Kanai, Ms. Yolanda Johnson, Ms. Brenda Muhammad, Mr. Ruben McDaniel, and Mr. Emmett Johnson, the longest-serving current board member with uninterrupted board service since his election in 1997, totaling 16 years. On behalf of Atlanta Public Schools, thank you for your commitment and service to the district. The board and superintendent also recognized the importance of APS's Middle School Academic Bowl at the December meeting. Recently, the Office of Gifted and Talented Education hosted the first Middle School Academic Bowl in 15 years at APS. Participating in the competition were 100% of APS traditional middle schools and 1 charter school. The bowl featured teams of students who answered questions on subjects ranging from literature and history to mathematics, science, and the performing arts. The questions were based on the Common Core Georgia Performance Standards. The goal of the Academic Bowl is to inspire students to excel academically, increase their self-confidence and self-esteem, and demonstrate a healthy, competitive, and team spirit. The top 6 teams in the district competition will participate in the Page Foundation's regional competition in January. The top 6 teams include Brown Middle School, Cohen Middle School, Inman Middle School in 3rd place, Kipps Drive in 2nd place, Sutton Middle School in 1st place, and Young Middle School. Congratulations. Stakeholders are given an opportunity to speak publicly to the board each month at the board meeting. Let's take a brief look at a few of the night's public comments.
My name is Mike Ailing, and I'm a Toomer Elementary parent and Kirkwood resident since 2006. My daughter is currently in kindergarten at Toomer and attended pre-K there last year. I'd like to once again urge the board to support the proposal for the introduction of a K-8 program at Toomer Elementary. I know you're still looking at the feedback from the 2 community meetings, but for me, what I heard primarily from the parents of other elementary schools in the cluster was less of an opposition to the K-8 model and more of a desire on their part to also adopt a similar structure. I understand parents' concerns about the impact of the Jackson cluster as a whole, but in my opinion, a K-8 Toomer will ultimately strengthen the Jackson cluster. I believe the best solution to preventing the attrition we see as parents opt to send their children out of the Jackson cluster to charter or private schools is to adopt a K-8 model. This should lessen the academic performance dip in 6th grade, as well as improve the likelihood of matriculation to Jackson High School.
Thank you for the opportunity to speak tonight. I am speaking not only as an APS employee for over 17 years, 8 of which have been completed at Centennial Place, a parent of 2 Centennial Place citizens, 1 7th grader and 1 current kindergartner, but also a product of APS, attending both Collier Heights Elementary School, which had a K-7 model, and Douglas High School. I would like for you to listen from an employee's perspective that voted yes. The driving force that led me to vote yes was ability to do exactly what Ms. Mohammed's question asked. How do we do things differently to reach and teach all of our students? I submit to you, this is how. We empower schools to restructure and reframe our thinking, our expectations, and our delivery models to guarantee that all students function at high levels, that schools be given autonomy and the opportunity to make unique decisions to tailor the instructional support of our total school community, providing high-quality STEAM curriculum embedded with project-based learning, that all teachers are provided high-quality professional development that is strategically designed to support their students in real time. This is the impact that this charter can have for the Centennial Place students that are currently in our school zone, helping to support all of our diverse populations of students, the 30% who reside within the Centennial Place apartments, the 8% within the Home Park and Atlantic Station, the 2% in Georgia Tech housing, the 7% in English Avenue, the 12% in Howell Station, the 4% from the downtown corridor, the 5% from Auburn Avenue and Old Fourth Ward, the 2% from APS employees, the 18% from out-of-zone population, and the 12% who are homeless or residing in transitional housing. While numbers do not tell the full story, it does speak to our landscape at Centennial Place. If we truly want to impact the educational lives of all of our children, all of our students, we need to provide our school communities with the power to make decisions on the front lines from the grassroots. This petition does that. Vote yes.
My name is Rosalind Elliott. I'm a parent at Young Middle School, but I'm a Booker T. Washington High Class of 1975 graduate and a member of the Alumni Association. I came tonight to personally thank Mr. Davis, who's not here, but please let him know that I want to thank him for correcting the situation at Washington High School. I was able to walk through the school along with his staff, the administrators at Washington High School, the president of the Alumni Association, and we got to see the building and the work that has been done in the building and the work that is being done in the building. I would like to personally thank him for correcting that situation. Thank you all.
Be sure to tune in each month for information regarding the Atlanta Board of Education and important agenda items for monthly board meetings. The next board meeting will be held on January 13th, 2014 at the Center for Learning and Leadership, located at 130 Trinity Avenue, Southwest Atlanta, Georgia, 30303. Stakeholders who would like to provide public comment during the monthly Committee of the Whole meeting should contact the board office at least 1 hour prior to the scheduled start time of the Committee of the Whole meeting by calling 404-802-2200, and stakeholders wishing to address the board during the community meeting must register in person at the sign-in table from 5 o'clock p.m. to 5:50 p.m. on the day of the community meeting. Community members must list their names and the agenda item or topic they wish to address, and they will be given up to 2 minutes to address the board. On behalf of the Atlanta Public Schools, we would like to wish you a safe and joyous holiday and a happy new year. Thank you for tuning in. At APS, we are renewing our commitment to you.